Hello again, sinners. Welcome on back. Today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my week. Now, I have to be honest, this is being recorded a little bit later than what was originally planned, as I have to confess, I was a bit distracted this week. Also, I had things going on. So, to start, So Monday went as normal. I did my recording gameplay. Then we had Tuesday. Tuesday was a little mini community night. And a couple will turn up. I want to try and do those more, here and there. I think it doesn't hurt to do them, and to be totally honest, I think it's not a bad idea, because engaging with one's community is a good idea after all. And to be honest, I had fun with it, so I had to find a game that we could all play and, sit down and just vibe with it, you know what I mean? So, there's that. Now, on top of this, the day after that, when I normally do these recordings, was when I was doing some character creation for a one-shot for the new tabletop RPG set in the Stormlight Archives, which is a setting I am not very familiar with, but I've quite grown to like it. I already have kind of a few ideas in mind for when we do the proper campaign, because I feel like this is going to be one of those, as long as the system feels good, it's going to be a when, not if. And the DM is definitely passionate enough to go through with it, and honestly, I quite like it. I quite like it so far. I've been taking bite-sized chunks of lore and learning as I go, and everything I've learned so far has been fairly interesting. It's a weird blend of like a Renaissance era with a bit of sci-fi and a bit of medieval. Like, everyone's a gangster until a guy in like ancient armor that basically lets you... It's basically power armor, essentially. And with a sword that passes through non-living material like it's nothing, and then when it touches living stuff, it goes through it with a bit more resistance, but then if it goes through you, it doesn't cut you, it just turns your nerves off. And if it goes through your head, your eyes leak smoke and you die. Like, it's pretty lethal, but there's not a lot of people with it. There's like maybe half dozen tops. People actually, well, some countries have like 20 plates, but like the armor's even rarer, right? The armor's even rarer. So you're not likely to encounter it, except for like a nation's elite. But if you do encounter it, and if you somehow beat the fucker, most nations agree you get to keep that, because you're clearly good enough to have it. And the only other way of getting it is being something called a Radiant, which haven't been a thing for a while. They've been kinda gone, and they're just coming back. Of course, the characters that you as a player can play could become them. They get like powers if they fulfill an oath. Think of them as a really juiced up paladin. If you like the fantasy of a paladin upholding their oath, similar kind of vibe, because it makes you be a good person. But you have to stick with the oath. You can actually lose your powers temporarily. And the oath gets deeper and deeper and more complex as you go into it. Until the final, like, of the 4 lines of your oath, the final line, that one is basically a personal one to you. So, but yeah, so that's something we're getting into. So, ironically enough, as I'm recording this, in a few hours' time, we're going to be doing that. So, I won't be able to tell you how that went this time round, as that'll be in the future. And I won't have time to record after the session. So, you'll find out the week after. But at the very least, I can tell you most of my week this time. So, majority of my week, I'll be completely honest with you, I've been very alone, unfortunately. But there's a few days where I've been able to talk to some people, which I've needed, because otherwise it's been very lonely over here. Family been away and stuff, so it's been me in the house. It is what it is. They had a good time in their holiday, and I tried to make the best of myself. maybe next year I'll have a holiday. I realise I should at some point give myself some holiday. Like, actual holiday, not doing anything. No streaming, no work. A break. A true break. No content. That probably wouldn't hurt one of these days, but I know in myself I'd have to make stuff to cover the time I'm gone. Like, I might make a few of these and a big project video, right? And just slam them out there. This covers my ass. Maybe one extra, so I don't have to rush around when I come back. Maybe. I don't know. It's something I'm considering, but that won't happen anytime soon because, quite frankly, I have no more days off, except for in September I'm going to get some time, hopefully, unless they lastminute.com don't approve it, and then late December, which I won't be streaming all of that because I think the Christmas period's okay to have off, personally. To be totally honest with you. I know some people will still do it, and power to them, but I think it's a good time for me to relax. I need that time some points, you know? I do need it. It's very important for me to have that time. So, that's the long and short of it for me, anyway. It is. That's the long and short of it. So, as I say, I haven't been up to too much. Obviously, we did our painting stream. I met a few lovely new people that stream who've been semi-regulars, which is always good to see. And then we did some For Honor, actually, now, which I admit, I don't know if I'll make it a regular thing. Because it's okay sucking at something, because you have to suck at something to be good at something. But I must confess, I do find it a little hard sometimes to continuously deal with the beatdowns. Because it is pretty vicious sometimes, because I am not good at the game. So, it's one of them things where we'll see. Maybe I'll get better as I play. I probably will. But it's a type of game I don't play very much at all, and my tolerance isn't high for it, so there's a chance we may end up switching up, but then, I don't know, I'll try and stick with it for a bit, but don't be too shocked if I switched up at some point, because, truth be told, it's rather difficult to keep up with it. Sometimes. It is. But, I promise to try, chat. That's all I can promise you. I will try. But, other than these things, obviously, I have a few little commission stuff going on in the background, so I'll have some nice stuff. I've gone and reached out to someone who made a very nice piece of artwork for me, actually. You may remember the one where I'm on top of a skyscraper and the night sky? Yeah, that one. So, I wanted someone with my new one. So, we're doing that. And when that's good and ready, then, well, for one, I'll probably make it a profile picture, to be honest, but also, I'll make sure to show it off. What I should do, actually, is a thing on the Discord where I can just put all the art that I've had done, and then if there's ever any fan art, I'll put it on there as well. I don't know, I like the idea of a nice little place where you can just see all of it, be it art I've commissioned or fan art, that kind of thing, you know? I think it'd be a nice place for everyone, you know? The Cobra Gallery or something like that, you know? I think that'd be quite nice, personally. And that's something I'll probably do, maybe after this, honestly. Other than that, I've been dealing with the joys of watching things get more censored, which has been a little anxiety-inducing, actually. Partly because of just, I work cybersecurity, right, as a thing I do, okay? I don't like giving my data away, because I know most of these companies don't safely deal with it. And when they say they get rid of it, I don't trust that. I don't trust that for a nanosecond. The random company... Here's the thing. If I'm not paying to do this, I'm the product. Now, maybe someone else is paying for this. I doubt it, though. So, how are they making money? Is the government paying them? Maybe. But then some of this stuff, I'm not going to get political, because I don't get political, but I am heavily against censorship. I'm heavily against the surveillance bullshit going on at the minute. It's dangerous, and frankly, is a path to tyranny, in my opinion. So, I am very against it. And it makes me worried, because I don't want to live in that kind of society. And the fact that they're unwilling to even address the criticism by just insulting people and comparing them to absolute monsters, it makes me realise these people are beyond unfit for their office, and frankly, monstrous in their own right. I don't know. Every time I look at this stuff, my IT professional brain goes, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Really, really bad. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I really just think to myself, this is a dumb idea. I disagree with it fundamentally. Like, the advertised purpose of it is, like, it's dumb. The For the Children thing is a mask. It's a mask used to bring about, frankly, draconian measures. Do you know what would protect the children? Parents doing their damn job. And companies not being so predatory. Bing, boom, there you go. You know what, let a young person make an account and encourage them to make their actual age. And the platform will tailor its algorithms around that person's age. So they don't advertise a bunch to them. They don't do shit to them. And parents should actually watch what their children are doing. It's a two-part system. The companies shouldn't be so predatory, but parents also need to realise the internet is not just your outside yard, it is the world. They are letting their children see the world unfiltered, potentially. And children are not ready for that. In most cases, they are not ready for that. You might say, oh, my Timmy's so smart. No, he's not. No, he's not. You're just not very smart. If you think that, genuinely. Like, in a real serious note, the internet's not for children. And parents should stop letting them on it. The iPad kids are going to be a mess of a generation when they grow up. I'm thankful that I'm not one of them. I used technology a lot growing up, because I didn't have any friends that lived near me. But the thing is, I understood the internet better than half of these kids do now. And frankly, the parents that are complaining all the time. And now we have these measures in place, which is just... It's not even because of that. It's because of control, really. But it scares me a bit. It does, and it's been plaguing my mind all week. I'm trying not to constantly think about it, but the news cycle will not be quiet about it, and as it turns out, there's censorship even for things that aren't 18+, so yeah, things might get worse before they get better. I hope I'm wrong and things will start getting better, but for now, I'm making use of tools at my disposal, where I can, and doing my best to try and keep a level head on things. So it's been a bit of a stressful week, I won't lie, and I've been in a bit of a low point. Day job hasn't helped either, of course, but then that place is the crux of most of my upset, to be totally honest. It's why I have no passion for it, and my passion gets moved into this instead, and my models and other things, because I don't believe my workplace deserves my passion, because frankly, it does nothing to earn it. I have no passion for it. Really? Cybersecurity is an interesting field to me, and I find that part somewhat interesting. But the majority of the job, I hate. Passionately. It doesn't even pay that good either, frankly. So it's not like I have any encouragement to like it, to be totally honest. But enough of me grumbling about the day job. You don't need to hear that, nor do you want to. But other than those negative points, to end on a positive note, I suppose, I've been, for the most part, just looking at a few things I could be doing and trying to... And obviously I've got some things I'm looking forward to this weekend, you know? The one-shot, the Dark Heresy campaign. I need to finish my planning for that, oh god. But, you know? Now, hopefully my voice doesn't sound too weird today. I'm just recording in the morning, so there's a chance I have a bit of morning voice. And hopefully that neighbour's dog isn't picking up on the mic either. God. But, that all being said, Senders, I will have to love you and leave you, as I need to do a few little extra things and edit this video up. But I do hope you've enjoyed today, and hopefully I've managed to edit it in time and you'll see it on Tuesday. If you're not, then I have failed. But, that all being said, thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you had a wonderful time. If you liked the video, please feel free to drop a like. I'd very much appreciate it. Perhaps even a sub? Maybe, if you feel so inclined. There is a dislike button as well if you think it was utterly terrible, but I would appreciate it if you would let me know in the comments how you feel as well. It gives me more to work with, and if you do have any criticism, then please feel free to level it there as well. I'd like to hear it. Or if you have anything to say at all, the comments are there. Feel free to use them. As long as you're not terrible, I'm not going to get rid of the comment. Like, YouTube might, but I don't touch the comments. I will look at them, I'll read them. I do try and read them, because at the end of the day, your feedback's important, and honestly, getting a vibe of how you're enjoying the content is important to me, so please, if you have a moment, feel free to do so. But that'll be all from me today. Thank you very much. I've been Baron Cobra, your Cyber Angel VTuber, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, ta-ta for now.